Welcome back to another episode of Train for Life Fitness Podcast. Okay, let's unpack this. We've all heard it 1,000 times, right? Exercise is good for you.
Of course. It's common knowledge.
But today, we are going a lot deeper. We're looking at sources that suggest fitness training isn't just a hobby. It's basically training for life itself.
That's the core thesis we found. Fitness training isn't this isolated thing you do for an hour.
Right.
It builds these universal skills for strength, of course, endurance, but also mental fortitude.
Yeah.
And that process has this huge, far-reaching impact on everything. Your physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
I love that idea. It's like a skill transfer system.
Exactly. A total skill transfer.
So our mission for this deep dive is to get past the obvious stuff and really focus on the specific ways these habits create tangible, real-world improvements in your work, your home life, even socially.
We're really tracking that surprising shift in mindset, the one that happens when consistency and discipline just become who you are.
So let's start with the most practical stuff. The immediate, tangible benefits. This is where you get that amazing aha moment.
The moment you realize, oh, my daily life is just physically easier.
Yes. It's that return on investment people totally overlook when they're just chasing numbers in the gym.
Right. They're focused on aesthetics or a new personal record. But the real win is reduced friction in everyday tasks. The sources give some great examples of this.
They really do. Like, think about carrying all the groceries in one trip. That's a classic, right?
That's a lot.
A real-world feat of strength.
Or moving a heavy piece of furniture without immediately thinking, uh-oh, my back.
Exactly. But it's not just about lifting. It's the sustained energy. The sources specifically talk about having the stamina to really play with your kids.
Chasing a toddler around the park without feeling completely winded after 5 minutes.
That's it. You're increasing your physical buffer zone so the little things in life stop feeling like minor emergencies.
And if we dig into that a little more, it's really about injury prevention. It's about a better quality of movement.
So it's not just about being stronger, but moving smarter.
Precisely. Proper training, especially with a focus on form and core strength, it enhances your posture, your balance.
Which is crucial.
It's so crucial because it actively lowers the risk of injury during those quick, unguarded movements. Reaching for something high up or twisting to catch something you dropped, you just become less brittle.
Less brittle. I like that. Physically and mentally, that's the goal. And when you achieve that physical ease, you're actually freeing up cognitive bandwidth, you know?
That's a great point. If you aren't worried about whether you can handle the stairs or move a box, that focus can go somewhere more productive.
Your body just works without you having to micromanage it.
Physical health is the operating system for your brain. And speaking of foundations, we absolutely have to talk about sleep. The sources identify it as maybe the most vital transfer point of all.
Oh, it's completely foundational. Everyone knows exercise makes you tired, but it's the quality of the rest that matters.
Regular, consistent exercise. It's a powerful regulator for your body clock, for your anxiety levels.
It just calms everything down.
It does. The material explains that when you're regularly burning energy in a structured way, your body gets much more efficient at deep restorative sleep.
So it's not just about falling asleep faster.
Not at all. It's about optimizing all those recovery processes that happen while you're out. And that improves sleep quality. I mean, that's the engine for everything the next day. Productivity, focus, even patience.
It all starts there. The physical benefits lead directly to mental readiness.
Okay, so once the physical benefits are locked in, the question becomes, how does what you do in the gym prepare you for, well, everything else?
And this is where it gets really interesting.
It really does. We're moving beyond muscle and into the huge mental transfers you get from just sticking to a routine.
This is where the discipline you build becomes a kind of mental blueprint for success in other parts of your life. The real skill you're developing isn't just physical strength, it's delayed gratification. Let's focus on that idea of mental discipline. It's not just about willpower, is it? It's more like structured focus.
Right. The material emphasizes that the grit it takes to push through a tough set or stick to a meal plan for months, that translates directly to your ability to handle other challenges.
So like a big project at work, one of those long, tedious ones.
Exactly, like a detailed audit or building a complex business model. That requires you to endure discomfort now for a payoff later. You're drilling that skill every single time you decide to run that last mile when your body wants to stop.
You're training your brain to accept that temporary, necessary discomfort is just the price of admission for long-term achievement.
And that's not just a state of mind, it's chemical too.
Yeah, I was fascinated by the part in the sources that talked about the neurological side of this?
It's the biochemical payoff. Exercise, whether it's intense cardio or heavy lifting, it releases endorphins. And this isn't just a fleeting good mood.
It's more than that.
It's a powerful chemical response that actually helps regulate and reduce the physical impact of stress. You're basically training your body to be its own stress management system.
That makes so much sense. But okay, if we're talking about confidence from achieving goals, why is the fitness journey so uniquely powerful? Couldn't I get that from, say, finishing a huge coding project?
That's a really sharp question. And the sources offer a key insight. It's the physical proof.
The corporeal proof.
Yes. With fitness, the goal achievement is undeniable. It's quantifiable. It exists in your own body. You can't fake a new personal record on a lift.
Right. You either lifted it or you didn't.
Exactly. And that tangible, non-negotiable proof that you can fundamentally change yourself through disciplined effort. It builds this deep internal confidence that can handle setbacks elsewhere. You become your own proof of concept.
That anchoring changes everything. The story in your head shifts from, I hope I can do this, to, I know how to build a system to get this done.
And a huge part of that system is just managing your time, which is another massive skill transfer the sources highlighted.
Time management is critical, isn't it? You have to schedule those workouts. You have to plan.
You have to treat that time as sacred. And that habit of honoring a commitment you made to yourself, protecting that time block, it makes you better at setting boundaries everywhere else.
So when you start defending your 6 a.m. workout, you automatically get better at defending the time you need for deep work at your job.
Or for your family. The structure just spills over. It forces you to get really clear on what actually matters.
Which brings us to the deepest layer of all of this, the holistic life overhaul.
This is where the sources really dig into the true lifestyle shift that happens when you're truly consistent. It's not just a physical change anymore. It's like a personality remodeling.
A profound change in perspective.
Absolutely. The material notes that once discipline is just part of you, you start to see the world differently. It's not a series of obstacles happening to you.
It becomes a series of challenges you know you have the power to overcome.
Yes. You've built the internal tools, the discipline, the resilience, and you realize they work in every situation.
And one of the most eye-opening shifts they talked about is how this changes how you value your time and even your relationships.
It's huge. When you're pouring so much effort into your own well-being, you start to understand just how precious your energy is.
Your time becomes valuable.
Incredibly valuable, which means you start to seriously reconsider how you spend it, and maybe more importantly, who you spend it with.
It almost acts like an energetic filter, doesn't it?
It really does. If you're getting up at 5 a.m. to invest in yourself, you develop a very low tolerance for people or activities that just drain that energy away for no good reason. You start setting boundaries.
It's self-preservation. The discipline of the body starts demanding discipline in your environment.
And that new energy level doesn't just make you more efficient. It actually fuels your ambition.
Right. The sources suggest that fitness encourages you to pursue more in life. It fights against settling.
Precisely. It pushes you to be more ambitious, more energetic. The material actually describes it as being hungrier to achieve more.
That's the positive feedback loop right there.
It's running at full speed. The energy from fitness fuels the ambition to take on bigger challenges, and winning those challenges reinforces the confidence you built in the gym. You realize you can scale your effort.
Scaling your effort. I love that. And I was really drawn to what the sources called the philosophical cleanup that training provides.
The ultimate internal audit.
It's described as an eye-opening to what is positive in your life and what isn't.
Because once you prioritize high-value, disciplined activities like training, the contrast with low-value, draining activities becomes so obvious. You gain this incredible clarity.
So it's not some vague concept of positive vibes. It's a very practical rejection of things that don't serve the life you're actively trying to build.
That's it, exactly. The sources say this clarity leads to getting rid of all the nonsense and negative vibes around you. You just stop wasting mental energy on gossip or trivial arguments.
And instead, you start seeking out inspirational people. You actively curate your entire ecosystem because you're holding yourself to a higher standard. You fundamentally changed who you are, and as a result, who you attract.
So what does this all mean? To synthesize it all, the benefits of fitness training are, they're emphatically not just limited to the gym.
Not even close.
They're a profound, universally transferable set of skills. This whole journey leads to improved physical ease, mental resilience, and emotional well-being.
It results in a more structured, happier, and just a genuinely more fulfilling life.
It's a complete system upgrade.
It is. And maybe the most exciting part of this whole thing is the idea of an unexplored future. The sources hint that there is a life you don't even know it's there waiting for you.
That's a powerful thought.
It's a huge thought. The realization that consistency unlocks a level of yourself you didn't even know existed, that's the ultimate payoff. So that raises an important question for you, the listener. If the discipline you have now has gotten you this far, what's one small discipline step you could take today to open your eyes to that unknown, more ambitious future? Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. And in the meantime, let's roar.